These people thought they had you outnumbered. There were groups, numerous of people, especially people from your childhood. They used to target you and try to cause you harm because they felt like you lacked security. They did not feel like anyone in the flesh would come and slide about you. So it could have been numerous of events where people were planning to jump you, trying to fight you because they felt no one would come to your defense. You did not have friends who were openly willing to fight for you. So to other groups, it kind of looked like you were alone. And if you have family members, they're probably like barely around or you're not as close with them. And if they were to come to the fight, they may, help you. But overall, you just are a type of loner, or when you go to most defensive situations, you show up by yourself. And that is what caused a lot of people to feel like they could attack you. They didn't feel like they had the one up on you due to feeling like you were by yourself. Somebody got a rude awakening that your spirit team said you were not alone this whole time. These were like people who they could have been planning to, like, when they got you in their space physically, they were planning to do something more than just fight. And they were trying to play it off as if they felt like you were going to cause them more harm so they can have a reason to harm you. And they knew that due to the lack of you having people there with you, they felt like they could kind of get away with what story they would tell others and try to paint a narrative and make you look like the villain. And this could be people who you don't talk to, people who come out the woodworks. I remember this one girl who I haven't talked to her throughout my whole time in school. Maybe talked to her maybe twice, because we never took classes together, never. Her grandma just used to stay in my neighborhood. And I remember this time she texted me and she was like, my cousin told me that at the football game he was talking about my boyfriend and saying that he was fruity and stuff like that. And she was like, I want to fight you. And I was thrown off because, like, the fact that I don't even talk to you, why would you think I talk about your boyfriend? I didn't even know her boyfriend either. Two, when she told me that the people who said it, I was like, yo, they're her cousins. So they agreed to have something to say I did, and they wanted my energy up off of it. Like, they collectively agreed behind the scene with, let's just make up this, and we know that she gonna, rebuttal. We know she gonna, get upset, and then we can take our moment from there. So when she, texted me, I responded back to her some emojis, and she was like, what's up with all the emojis? Drop your location. And so you have to be very mindful of people like that who are like eager and in a rush to harm you, because they will do the unthinkable. And the thing is that they've been looking for a reason to harm you. These are people who have built up hate, people who have built up animosity towards you that you may not even know, including friends. It always makes sense. You'll notice that when you fall out with someone, their defensive reaction will have so much force behind it. It'll feel like it's something that was built up. You know how someone is like, oh, you've been wanting to say that. So kind of like one of those feelings. And when I responded back to her with her emoji, she was getting upset because she realized that I was not giving her my address. I was not linking up with her so they could jump me. Like, I just wasn't doing it because she was gonna be with girls who didn't like me either, and they all just wanted a reason. Even if I would have showed up by myself, they still would have, came up with something, done something to jump me. That was their initial plan. So when I saw the girl the next day, her energy was on a 1. Through the text messages, she was on a 10. When I saw her the next day, she was by herself, and she did not have the same energy at all. And she was like giggling almost, like as if she felt satisfied out of getting me aroused. Like, even if she would have fought me, or just the fact that she could have got me upset to make it look like we had drama. Like, it once I noticed the energy vampires did not matter how they got it, that's what made me stop responding altogether. And it's so weird because when people would message me on Snapchat that I was not friends with, I would be like, one, why are you watching me when you don't like me? Why you add me on social media to be a monitoring spirit? and they want a part of your story. They want to be in your world. And when I saw him and I asked him, I was like, why would you lie to her? He was like, you did say that. And I was like, the fact that the whole conversation, the whole time I was at the football game, I barely talked to him. That's number one. And number two, the boyfriend was never brought up in our conversation at all. So then I knew that when you're dealing with energy vampires, monitoring spirits, demonic, low vibrational people who just want to pick with you, they will go to the depths of finding and making up something. Once the watching you, and stalking you and wanting you to make a mistake, once that didn't work, now they get impatient and they want to just make up something. And the main thing is that they felt I was alone. They felt like, oh, let's attack her. They felt like it was so much going on within my family that the chances of them jumping me and getting away with it, they thought it was pretty high. And I just knew not to walk myself in the lion's den. It's very important to try not to prove a point.